It's not your strategy, it's you. And the problem might be deeper than you think because everything revolves around our core instincts, right? So everyone has their own problems. Everyone have different issue psychologically in trading, right? So I'm gonna help you to identify how to find them, how to identify them, and then how to slowly but surely take them off completely from your life. And then the change is gonna be so massive that it's not just gonna change in trading, it's gonna change in your whole life. How you see money, how you treat people, how you treat yourself is gonna change because it all correlates. Life is not a series of boxes. Your life box and your relationship box and your money box, they're all correlated. What goes from one subject translates to the other and it just moves. And then that's how you start seeing the patterns. And honestly, how it is with myself, so I had a problem with changing strategy, not trusting my model. And I always thought I was a calm person, but in the chart, like 6 months ago, I used to crash out. And what I mean by crash is like buying, like blowing an account, like I'll be $2,500 up, like $500, and I pass the eval, and then I just lose $600 or something like that. I lose 1K and I just crash out and I blow the account. And then what I do is I go and I buy a new one, like Apex, and I blow it. And I do that for like 3 or 4 accounts, which is insane, right? That was a few months ago. And then I just stopped. I was like, I am not gonna buy any more funded. And I'm just gonna ask myself, why am I doing this? And the reason was, it was deep. And honestly, I never thought it would be like that. It was me being scared that I'm a fraud. It's just the truth. Like, I had this imposter syndrome that I changed my life in a few years, and I was like, it was just deep within me. I was like, do I deserve it? Do I not deserve it that I changed my life? And I went from Algeria getting paid $100 salary a month to living in Bali, to living in a nice villa, living a very beautiful life. And I always had this deep thing inside me being like, I'm unworthy of this life, right? Because the change was so fast and it was so drastic. So then I started doing some self-love. Like, guys, you're a guy, I understand you're a man, or if there's any woman watching, but if you're a man and you're not practicing self-love every day, and there's not enough content creators that tells you to do self-love. Self-love is the ultimate response. When you're doing self-love, it's not just towards you, it's towards others as well. Because that's a subject for another video. When you love yourself, you're automatically gonna love other people, not in a narcissistic way. And when I say yourself, not just your ego, not what you want, it's what benefits you and others, right? That are around you, that are communicating with you. And the moment you start doing that, what's gonna happen is you're gonna start trusting yourself a little bit more. You're gonna see your flaws that are real, and you're gonna notice them and act upon them. You're not just gonna try to ignore it. For example, let's say my strategy is not as good as I tell myself it is. But then I always wanna dodge that question, because if I put it right in front of my face and I'm like, hey, Mando, like, your strategy is kind of trash. Like, you need to go and backtest. And then I'm afraid of doing the work. So what's gonna happen is, if I do self-love, I'm gonna love myself enough to acknowledge that I'm being shit at this. And that's a sort of love, to acknowledge that you are bad at something and then you want yourself to get better. If you have a child, you want them to get better. You see them shit at doing math, for example, they're bad at doing math, and you want them to get better, so you're like, train them, you study with them, you give them exercises, etc. And you just do the same thing with yourself, because you love yourself and you have to love yourself. And you grab a tool, anything, it doesn't matter, FX replay, trading view, replay session, and you go and you actually truly backtest your strategy. You take a note-taking system, you take Notion, you take Microsoft, anything that you can take notes on, and you take screenshots, and you put in the time, you put in the energy because you want to change your life with this skill. You want to stop having someone tells you what to do every day, dictate when you eat, when you go to the toilet, when you sleep. It's like, it's hell, guys. I understand it. It's like, I came from hell. Like, trust me, bro, I understand it. But you need to put in the time, the energy to backtest. You cannot just dodge it. You cannot just vibe trade. You cannot just follow your feelings and your gut. You need to have proof, data that says, here is my strategy. I did this amount of trades and this is my win rate. And if I trade on Tuesdays, I lose 65% of the time. So I'm gonna stop trading Tuesdays. And honestly, that alone is gonna make you profitable because you're gonna speed run through losses. You're gonna learn how to lose. You're gonna learn how to accept losses. Your mind and heart are gonna be tuned to losing and winning and seeing the money goes up and down. And don't tell me like, oh no, but like I don't feel feelings. Force yourself. Sit in front of the charts and simulate it. An F1 driver, right? Or any sports in the world, any athlete in the world have a simulation room. They go and simulate real data. They go simulate real situation that can happen and that will happen, and they just do it over and over and over and over again until it just drills inside their mind. Greatness is developed, guys. Like, there's no one who was born great. If you start running, in order to become a great runner, you have to run hundreds and hundreds of kilometers and fail and get small injuries and be tired and think you're gonna die when you're running, but you're not. You're gonna be fine. And you just have to go through that hell, small hell, or like, it just looks like it's not even hell. It just looks like it. It's the price to pay to, sorry, to be profitable, to be good at what you do, to be a master. It's the road of mastery. But don't let social media, don't let all these TikTok, brain rot, small videos fry your brain completely. Like, get a grip and just be like, I'm gonna sit for 2 hours every day and I'm gonna backtest and I'm not gonna buy any funded, I'm not gonna trade any, like I'm not gonna put any real money into the market until I get a profitable cutting strategy. I did it. I spent months, I spent 6 months just backtesting. I did not buy any funded. I was just backtesting every day, day in, day out, and until I figured out my strategy. Like, I did maybe like a total of 12 days, so 24 hours times 12 of pure backtesting on FX Replay, which is pretty insane. And it's like, yeah, like at the end, I figured out my strategy. It's 1.5R. Like, 1.5R, and I'll make a video about my strategy exactly. Or I made one already, but I think it needs to be a bit higher quality. But like, that's how you get better, guys. You need to do it over and over again. And the starting point, the fundamental thing is to get into this process, to love yourselves, love life, enjoy life. You live once, guys. Like, at least what we know right now, we live once. It's like, just enjoy the process. But then if you hate life and you hate yourself, you're never gonna want to be better because you're hating yourself. And I understand it. I go to the gym 4 times, 5 times a week. I understand, like, the hate builds up the energy. Oh no, I'm hating myself, but that's not true. Not in all situations. Balance. You need to have balance in your life. You need to know when to utilize the love and when to utilize the hate. In trading, you need to utilize love because it's a mirror. It translates to what's deep inside you. And you cannot fake it. You cannot lie to yourself, which is the chart. You cannot lie to the chart. The chart will always get the best out of you or the worst. So yeah, like, do it every day, every single day. And ask yourself, why am I not being consistent? And the answer is gonna change your life probably, because you're gonna start going to the mastery road and you're gonna see how much enjoyment there is. You're gonna love yourself and life is just gonna be literally more colorful. Colors will start popping out a bit more. The endorphins in your mind will go more. How you talk with people, how people see you. You're gonna see people and you're gonna smile. You're gonna share your deep happiness with them. And it's something so beautiful and good to do. And life rewards you for that. Life truly rewards you for that. Please go and do it. Lock in. Do it. Just after this video ends, don't go watch another video. Just go and get a small subscription and buy it and just go and backtest. I don't know why is it so difficult. Just go and backtest. And you're gonna get profitable. Like, that's so easy. Go and do it. Thank you. Like, honestly, this is from my heart. I love you guys. See you soon.